Oz, how are you? Can you hear me? Is anybody out there? Priscilla's in the house. Can you hear me, Priscilla? Miss Cement. Loud and clear. Good to know. We'll start in a couple minutes. Make sure to hit the like button. Let me know where you're tuning in from, and we'll get started shortly. Leah, how are you? What are your 3 things you're grateful for today, Leah? Let the class know. Colorado's in the house. Get snow yet over there? Vancouver to Jerusalem. Milwaukee to Colorado. Leah is grateful for her son Connor. He turns 8, and it's a big deal. Congratulations. Happy 8th birthday. He has special needs, and so his birthday is always emotional. Well, Leah, just judging from your social media, you're a super grateful person, and I'm sure he chose you as his mom. Happy birthday. Laptop and cake, you gotta have those too. Oz was born in Tel Aviv. I did not know that. We'll get started very, very shortly, like within the next 2 minutes. Jessica Lee's in town from the Garden State. If anyone has any voicemails, call them now. 401-213-9828. Yes, listen to Leah and get those thumbs up. It helps the algorithm, which helps your boy out. More thumbs up, more live streams, less homework being done. Annie, what are you studying for? Maybe we can help the class out. Try to get a better tune here to open up on. Oz is in the Israeli-Canadian Army. That's why he's Sheriff Oz. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how's everybody doing? What's up, Jen? How's it going over there in Canada? We've got Israel, Vancouver, Wisconsin, Colorado, Jessica from the Dirty Jers. Only Jersey can be called the Dirty Jers and the Garden State at the same time. Gym Tan, Laundry, and Livestream. Here we are, folks. If you're new to me, welcome to class. My name's Dave Neal. I hope we are all buffered up in the live stream. We got Brazil's in the house. Give it up for South America showing up. Hello, Brazil. How are you? Priscilla's in town from SoCal. Boy, how windy is it today? Oh my gosh. Some people don't live in SoCal don't realize we get some weird weather down here. We got, I think we call it the Santa Ana winds right now, which is just these crazy gusts of wind. I went up to the roof to film something with my drone today, and it literally almost shaved off my eyebrows. The drone, I couldn't stop it from flying at me because I was trying to push it away, but the wind was... These are production problems. Sammy's there in San Diego. Oh, Brian's calling from Boston. What's happening in Boston, kid? Dude, where in Boston are you? We had the... was it the Monday Night Football game this week? What's the date today? Oh my gosh, I don't even know what date it is. Yeah, the Patriots aren't looking too good. My Pats. Are you a Pats fan, Brian? You follow the Patriots? I am a misplaced Bostonian, originally from the charming state of Rogue Island. But yeah, we got a little worldwide following today, so we're just going to spend a few more minutes chit-chatting. We'll let the chat room populate, and then we'll just go through Matt James' contestants. We're going to go through his contestants that he has on the upcoming season of The Bachelor. If anyone has any questions about Bachelorette, we'll talk about that as well, by all means. Lisa is a fellow Koreatownian. That's right, Lisa. You're over there by the bowling alley. Isn't that right? Good to see you. Boy, windy day in Koreatown, huh, Lisa? I was filming something on the roof, and some of my equipment blew off the roof into the alleyway, and I don't have access to the alley, so I'm going to have to jump a fence. Tough times, folks. Tough times. Let's get some more music. I don't know. Sometimes the music just randomly stops here, but let's get... Oh, that's some nice Christmas music for you. Stephanie's in here from Connecticut. Brian and Alston. Let me ask you, do they still have a bar called The Avenue in Alston? I used to go to a bar called The Avenue. Dollar beers. Okay, this is circa 2008. It's been a while. Dollar beers. And let me tell you something. You spend $5, you're having a good bike ride home from that. I'll tell you that much. What type of LaCroix, Chelsea asks. Of course, Chelsea wants to know. Chicks love a LaCroix. This is called Piña Fraise, which is pineapple strawberry. It's on the commemorative edition of LaCroix. We're stepping it up big over here. Since we've started live streaming in the last couple months, we've really monetized to the point where we have commemorative editions of LaCroix. Miss Cement says, heads up, there are 2 pageant girls in this season. Well, we'll get into that. I'd like to see who the pageant girls are. Look, I don't have anything against pageant girls. I feel like pageant girls are very much just a product of certain states. Like the South loves a good pageant girl, don't they? You know, like you're in like the cotillion, you're in the Miss Miss Koreatown USA or whatever. What would my yeah. They don't have that for guys. That's one of those things that just didn't translate to men. They don't have a Mr. Thai-town, Los Angeles. That just doesn't exist. And is it because society values certain things in women that they don't in men, or is it this systematic upbringing where moms want their daughters to be perfect? The amount of therapy that is needed in this world because moms want their daughters to be something that they weren't. Let me know in the comment section if you guys agree or disagree, but are moms the root cause of all therapy? Just pushing you to like lose weight and be hotter than they were? There's something in our DNA. I know I like to talk gender, and I immediately lose half of you. There's something in our DNA that makes us want to project onto our offspring to be better than us. I don't know. I know dads are the same way. Toughen up, sport, and they just punch their kid nonstop. Sure, maybe. But boy, what you see moms do, they'll get into you with that psychological BS. They'll get right under that skin. Miss Cement said they do have pageants for guys. Yeah, I mean, just because they have pageants for guys. Name me last year's Mr. America. No, but the men have Mr. Universe, which of course Arnold Schwarzenegger was what, 6-time Mr. Universe or Mr. Olympian, whatever. Well, who cares what it was, right? Jessica Lee says, haha, agree. Maybe dads too with sports. They get crazy on the sidelines of kids' games. Yeah, I grew up with no dad, and it was a little bit of a blessing in some ways because I remember my best friend Steve, his dad made him pitch, and like they got in a fight in the dugout, and we're like 7, you know what I mean? And the dad made him go out there, and he's out there on the mound sniffling and crying, and he's throwing the ball, and I'm catching it with no dad being like, these guys have problems. You know what I mean? All of adulthood is trying to, off the dang imprints of our childhood. Take Riley, for example. His dad messed him up pretty good, but he's a great guy. That's the problem, is some might argue that you become a better human with the worst parents that you have. I don't know if that's true. But there is something about like not letting your kid see that you're proud of them. That's my whole upbringing was my parents just couldn't say they were proud of me. You know what I mean? Don't feel bad for me, guys. It's gonna be okay. Annie's in town from Moncton, New Brunswick. Is that right? Am I pronouncing that right? Is that a Canadian villa? Jenny's here. Diane. Jenny's never commented before. Everybody say hi, Jenny. Good to see ya. Chloe's in the house. Definitely agree to an extent. They often create our first insecurities. Yeah, parents are the first people to tell you what's wrong with you. You know what I mean? You get like a mom who's just like, you know what, Timmy, don't let your belly poke out like that. You don't want people to see you with those fat nipples. Here, put this t-shirt on in the pool when you go to your friend's birthday party. I wore a t-shirt in the pool, and I was so jealous of my cousin who was chubbier than I was, but he had fat kid confidence, so he would walk around with his belly out with no shirt on in the pool. But I was like skinnier but had less confidence, so I put the shirt on. I wish in that instance I had a dad who'd be like, dude, take the shirt off, come on. But my mom was like, you can do whatever you want, you golden child. Leah's there. My big thing is talking about emotions because my parents did not. I want my kids to be able to do that. That's right, Leah. Why do you think I've done this podcast for 6 years? I just want to talk about my emotions. That's kind of the issue that we had with Josh, Tayshia's ex-husband, is this bitterness he talked about having when they weren't getting intimate and he was working hard and she wasn't. This is, of course, his side of the story that he shared on the Reality Steve podcast. But immediately I'm reading this and I'm going, you guys just didn't talk about your emotions clearly. Or if you think you did, it's not just about talking about your emotions. It's about knowing the other person hears what you're saying. That's how communication works. I say the word and you understand the word. But with relationships, it's less about you understanding the word, but you understanding the essence of what I mean. So that's the problem that our parents never taught us. For a lot of us, our parents were just bad at communicating emotionally with us. Lanny, I grew up in Newport, Rhode Island. It's a small coastal fishing town. It is one of the oldest towns in the country, founded in the early 1600s. Blackbeard called Newport, Rhode Island home, along with other famous pirates. and it is where they filmed the Steven Spielberg movie Amistad. Some other fun facts for you. Newport, it holds the record for the most witchcraft hangings in one day. If anyone in the comment section wants to guess, I'll let you know if you're right. Nothing. You know you're from an old town when Puritans existed. You know what I mean? Like, they literally had witches. Salem gets all the credit, Salem, Massachusetts, but Newport was a pretty good witch town too. Priscilla said, OMG, that interview, though, had some highlights and lowlights for sure. You could tell they were both very immature in the relationship. Homie still has some passive aggressiveness, though. And look, I made this video about, I made this video the other day, I think Friday, about Josh Borrell, Tayshia's ex-husband, and he went on the reality Steve. I made the video. I started off saying, hey, it's a cardinal sin to cheat. You should have every right to end the relationship once someone cheats. This, that, the other. I started that way. I ended that way. And then I talked about the, maybe this is how their communication went wrong, X, Y, and Z. And I still had people telling me I wasn't hard on him. Hard on. I still had people that were telling me I was letting him off. Someone called me a cheater apologist. Someone said I must have skeletons in my closet. I mean, it's, I thought we were not going to shame people for having a point of view. Now, don't get me wrong. You guys are amazing. The comment section just is gold. And I'm okay with people having a different point of view. If you guys want to have a different point of view, I'm okay with that. It's when you start to, call me a cheater apologist or something. It's like, I made an 18-minute long video. Did we not dive into the gray area of the conversation? Yes, once a cheater, always a cheater. Sure, that makes sense. If you cheated, you're a cheater. Much like, an alcoholic's always an alcoholic. If you possessed the ability to cheat, you could do that in the future, and you should probably look into why it is you decided to cheat, what your relationship was lacking, this, forth, and the other. Sammy said the internet's so mean. Well, here's the deal: is people don't realize. You hear something that doesn't sound exactly what you want, and you just fire off your response. And it's like, again, I've done this a little bit. I think I'm at the very least going to be as authentic as possible with my point. And that way, I don't have to backtrack and go, oh, blah, 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 blah. It's like, no. I said what I meant. I think it's wrong, but also they were probably incompatible. The guy's still bitter. If he wanted to come off better, he could have done so many different things to come off better, but he didn't. Priscilla said, what I did find interesting, though, is it was framed that the marriage broke down because of infidelity, but they did try to seek counseling after the infidelity occurred. Yeah, Priscilla, and he filed for divorce. So clearly he wanted some way to get out, and then it crossed some sort of line. Maybe he just saw, look, I cheated on her. Obviously, this is irreconcilable, blah, blah, blah. It's interesting that she, again, from his side of the story, he was saying how she didn't have a work ethic that he did, this and that. And like I was saying before, sometimes you as a guy or as a woman, you might have the personality type that's 1000% work. And in your mind, you're working so you can have the money to provide for the other. But for the other person, if their love language is quality time, you're not giving them what they need. No wonder there might have been intimacy issues because he was almost like incriminating himself. He was like, you know what? I work 12-hour days to provide, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm going, oh, I see what's happening here. Maybe you worked a little too hard and she didn't feel like you were investing in her. And it doesn't mean he's wrong for wanting to provide. It just means there's a delicate balance that needs to happen there. Chloe said, I think a lot of people try to make it work before they realize they can't do it. Absolutely. Jen said that video is doing extremely well, killing it in the views. Yeah, you know what? It's making some good money too. It's making a couple $100, which is always nice during the Christmas season to make some money because God knows this stimulus bill. I mean, I was over here thinking I was going to get some back unemployment going back to September, and I'm not here to cry to you guys, but as a stand-up comedian, tough times. Oh my gosh, you know what I mean? Tough times. We'll pull through. Oz said, my friend played the ATP tournament out there in Newport many times. He looks like Peter Parker. Who's your friend? Yeah, the Newport Tennis Hall of Fame has a grass tennis tournament. I've gone there plenty of times. Stephanie said, I love the Red Parrot there in Newport. That's right across from the Wave. Absolutely. We got some Newport fans right in here. Leah had to go. She said, heading to do story time. Mom duty calls. I'll catch the end. Have fun. Well, look, guys, we're at 50 views, so let's get right into it. Let's talk right about it, guys, right? Should we get right into this? That's right. All right. one sip of water, and then we'll get into it. We're gonna look at Bennett's. We're gonna look at Matt Taylor's. Matt James. Who's Matt Taylor? Jeez. All these dudes with these 2 first names. They do say you can never trust a guy with 2 first names. Hey guys, Dave Neal here. Time to talk to you. How's it going? All right, let's see if we got this. Oh, there it is. That's not who we want though. Hold on a second, folks. Let's get back to the top here. We're gonna get back to the top, and we're gonna go over there's 32, so let's try to stay focused. I'm saying that to myself here. Let's get focused. We have 32 potential. Here we go. Let's start with. We're gonna do this in alphabetical order. Let me make sure you guys can see what I'm seeing. I'm gonna try very much to read this and also pay attention to your comments. So if I don't get to them, just send me it again. And of course, I thank you in advance for all those that have the super chats. It's a way you can donate to the page, which is donating to me. And up here, I've got other donation options if you guys want. If not, cheers to you and happy holidays. And we're all here to have fun. At the very least, I appreciate the time you've invested in me and the live stream. Much appreciated. Abigail is our first lady. She's 25, a client financial manager. Don't know what that means. From Beaverton, Oregon. All right, we can make a beaver joke. Who knows? Abigail is a beautiful soul from the Pacific Northwest. What do you think, Oz? Is this a good Pacific Northwesterner? I know you're up there in Vancouver. She says that nothing makes her happier than enjoying a cold local microbrew on a beautiful Oregon day. Having a hearing impairment never stopped Abigail from living her life to the fullest. She loves being outdoors, and when she's not working, she loves to spend time with family. So she's got a hearing impairment. Abigail's favorite way to approach a guy is by accidentally bumping into them. There it is, folks. That's all you need to know. That's 1 point for Abigail. Like her already. Gentlemen, let this little nug of information let you know. If a woman bumps into you, specifically at a bar or restaurant, and I know it's social distancing, but outside of the pandemic, if a woman bumps into you, make that a moment to potentially have a conversation. That sounds like an icebreaker. And that's the difference between men and women, right? A man can't just bump into a woman. That's toxic masculinity. But if a woman bumps into you, next thing you know, you're bumping uglies, right, guys? Jessica said, I love reading the bios and doing first impressions, then comparing to how they are on TV. Priscilla said, I'm always so jealous of East Coasters getting the Bachelor before us West Coasters. Yeah, I know, me too. Absolutely. It's not fair. You'd think they'd give me a code so I could watch this in advance, but they don't do that. All right, we did Abigail. Let's move along to Alana. I liked Abigail. She had a good little look. She looked natural. I like Alana too. You know what, guys? And by all means, I probably shouldn't have to say this, but I will. I'm going to try my best. We're doing first impressions right now. I'm not here to judge people on their attractiveness or looks or anything like that. You know, first of all, that's just slimy, and who am I to do that? But we are looking at one photo. So if we can sort of suss out any first impressions from that photo, as we'll see, some girls are like, have influencer painted all over them, and some look more natural, and that's just how it is. Prove us wrong, please. We'll be proved wrong when we meet them in person. So anyway, over here in Toronto, we have Alana, love a good Canadian, comes with healthcare, 26 years old. Her biography says Alana has always taken the road less traveled. Instead of taking the traditional college path after high school, Alana leaned in her desire for adventure and moved to Europe, where she enrolled in different programs throughout Europe. She calls this decision her greatest accomplishment yet because it took her on a journey of self-discovery and exploration that really shaped her into the independent woman that she is today. She likes adventure. I'm trying to paraphrase all this. Alana says she's the queen of puns. That's going to annoy me, but that's fine. Alana's dream job would be working as a restaurant critic for Michelin restaurants. Alana loves to spend the holidays with her mom, making fettuccine from scratch and watching The Holiday. First of all, the Holiday. I was going to say The Holiday sucks, but if it's The Holiday, that's fine. I'm not calling her like visually basic, but that is a very basic bio. There's nothing that I can really latch onto there. And if you know what I'm talking about. But she looks like she's got something to latch onto. And I'm just kidding, folks. Easy now. But Alana looks cute. She looks cute. Like I said, she's Canadian. She's probably, the Canadians, they got a little freak to them, as you do. Moving along to Alicia. We got a lot of A's here today. A lot of A's. Alicia's 24. By the way, how old's Matt James? Oz, you're my expert there. How old is Matt James? It'll be good to know his age if I can compare these two. I guess I could just Google it, but yeah, Toronto's representing. We're just judging on the bios. Yeah, we're judging on the bios, but I'm still going to look at their photos. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not, you know. Leslie said, basic. You took the words out of my mouth. Yeah, and look, hey, basic's not always a bad thing. Sometimes you want that chicken cacciatore, and sometimes you just want some white bread with a little jam on it, and you want some nice basic. Who knows? Who knows? All right, Alicia, 24, professional ballerina from New York, New York. All right, let's read part of her bio. Alicia's a hardworking, incredibly driven woman. When she was only 13, she began pursuing her career as a professional ballerina. Through her years of dedication and commitment to her craft, she's now proudly living her dream, dancing for the prestigious Dance Theater of Harlem. Very nice. While it took a ton of hard work to get where she is, Alicia wouldn't change a thing. After years of being unlucky in love, Alicia is ready to find a man who will absolutely desire her. All right, Alicia once performed on stage with Aretha Franklin, R-E-S-P-E-C-T. That's what Alicia means to me. Alicia loves hot chocolate. Alicia says she loves all vegetables with the exception of tomatoes. Well, tomatoes a nightshade and it's inflammatory, but I love a good tomato. Alicia looking good. Hey, look, dancers. I mean, she's 24. She's young in the dating life, but she's old as a ballerina. I'm just telling you, when I used to live in New York, I'm in the union, right? SAG and AFTRA. Back then, SAG and AFTRA were different. And AFTRA was the American Federation of Television and Radio Artists, which would include dancers, because back in the radio days, breaker, you would have your dancers and your singers and your actors and this and that, and it would all be kind of more of a, variety show. So, but I remember going to the AFTRA Union Hall, and there was a support group for dancers, and I was like, oh man, dancers have their own support group? And then I had to think about it, and I was like, oh yeah, I mean, imagine pulling a hamstring, you're done, So dancers really have a short lifestyle. I mean, they're like, they're like figure skaters. You're 17, and they're like, all right, you're old, we got to send you out to the pasture. So for a 24-year-old as a professional ballerina, I'm sure she's starting to look at the next aspect of life, which doesn't mean you can't dance. It's just a lot of times with that. Hey, what do I know about dance? I'm mansplaining dancing to Alicia. You guys get the point. Miss Lola Liz says, Dave, you never cease to amaze me with your sporadic knowledge. Tomato is a nightshade. How did I know that? Well, who doesn't know that tomato's a nightshade? You guys don't know that? I don't know. I guess I knew it because Tom Brady doesn't eat tomatoes, because he won't eat anything that's inflammatory, because it helps, it retains water and makes you takes a little bit longer to recover. So if you have any aching joints, lay off sugar, lay off your nightshades, this and that. Leslie said, I think that she's an NYC girl, fits with Matt James' current life trajectory, but I doubt she'll make it far. Well, I hope she makes it far in life, but I understand you doubt she'll make it far on the show. We'll move it along. Amber. Now, this is where, look, when I'm talking about first impressions, guys, I'm not here to make fun of anybody. Some people know how to pose for a photo and some don't. Amber's got the look. Hold on. I'm going to do it. Hold on. They call this bunny teeth, where you show part of your teeth. Like your lips are consciously open. Hold on, let me see if I can get a closer shot here. Is that good? Did I get that? Did I nail that or what? Was I nailing that? Well, look, I mean, I'm not saying, oh, hey, she supports Christ though. That's good. Don't think that was an accident. They put that in there. Hey, folks, we got one of these two things is not real. Maybe they both aren't. We don't know. We're not here to judge. Guys, come on. Boy, in one sentence, I made fun of lip injections and Christianity. I just lost a whole Dave, how could you shame somebody? I'm not shaming anybody. I'm just saying she takes a good photo, but are we here for love? What are we here for? Obviously, the initial first impression is that she works as an influencer. No, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but that's what the obvious thing is. Like, somebody's selling detox tea. Leslie said, that's the thumbnail, Dave Neal. Actually, this isn't, the thumbnail, that's the, yeah, you're right. I was going to say the bunny teeth, like Kristen Stewart. Yeah, Kristen Stewart, that's right. She's got bunny teeth, all right. So close, I tried. I really nailed it, guys. Yeah, she's a babe. Look, nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with being a babe. Let's keep on moving. She's killing it. I love the photo. She knows how to turn the head to a side. This, that, and the other. Let's talk about her. She's from Costa Mesa, California. She's a nursing student, and she's 30. Amber is a vivacious single. Oh, she's a single mom. You know what? I'm not going to apologize for making fun of the way she poses. I think that's fair. She knew what she was doing. She did the bunny teeth. You know, it's all good. She's a single mom. Currently, her Saturday night consists of dinner and board games with her son, soaking in the jacuzzi with close friends. Oh, I love a good jacuzzi. Who doesn't love a good jacuzzi? Amber finds it hard, so do I, as a single mom, but now she's ready to focus on herself. We're focusing on you too, for the first time in a long time. When asked what her physical type is, Amber enthusiastically said, Matt James. She's looking for a man with whom to travel the world and eventually have many kids. She's open-minded. While traveling through Joshua Tree, California, Amber once had to run away from a mountain lion. I didn't know there were mountain lions in Joshua Tree. I'm immediately skeptical of that story because Joshua Tree is a desert and mountain lions... While they do live in a desert. Anyway, I digress. If she said she ran into a road runner in Joshua Tree, I might believe her, but I question your story. Amber's dream job would be to take care of beluga whales because they just make her so happy. Hey, cool. That's awesome. I didn't know that was a job, but I'm not here to job shame you. Enjoy the whales. Her dream is to live on a big ranch somewhere near a lake surrounded by trees and to rescue every animal she comes across that needs a home. I like Amber. I like anyone who likes animals. I like Amber. What are you guys saying about Amber? Yeah, Lesia, they did not have enough hot tubs in the La Quinta season. What were they thinking? Yeah, Jessica, yeah, I'm going to hit her with that fact check. Like, you know, are you sure you saw a mountain lion or maybe a stray cat? All right, we're moving on. She looks fine, but I could see she's going to take a hit as like the cute one. All right, so this one we have Anna. She's a copywriter from Chicago. Liking that deep dish pizza there in Chicago. I like a good deep dish in Chicago. Who needs a crust when you got a deep dish pie? Speaking of deep dish pie, who wants to get deep in her dish? Okay, this isn't. We're not even. All right, Anna. She looks like Hannah Brown's evil sister, doesn't she? Doesn't she look like? You guys know how Hannah Montana had that her fake. You know, she had like the two different sides to her. This looks like Anna Montana. This looks like Hannah Brown. We're going to call her Anna Brown from the whole thing. Am I wrong? Doesn't she look like Hannah Brown? Okay, we're moving on. I don't know if you guys are with me or not. Trying to get over here to see. Am I all caught up on the chat? I'm just making sure I'm not missing anyone over here. What famous person, actress does she look like? I think she looks like Hannah Brown. That's what I think she looks like. I don't know if there's anyone else who you guys think she looks like. She definitely has pageant teeth. She's got nice pageant teeth, nice smile, very natural. And how old is she? Like a 30 or so? She's about a 30, 24. She looks a little more mature than 24. That's not me criticizing her age or anything. She just looks, you know what I mean? She has like real estate face. Doesn't she look like she's going to sell you your first home? she looks like she knows where the soy cheese is in the grocery store. If you were like, hey, where's the dairy-free cheese? She's got dairy-free face. That's what she has. That's a compliment in my book, folks. That's the key, is to make fun of people in ways that doesn't quite make sense. Can you imagine if I went viral for making fun of the fact that she is has pita face? What does that even mean? We don't know. Yeah, she does look like Julia from Listen to Your Heart. That's a great reference. So Melissa Googled and can confirm that there's a mountain lion in I'm sorry, guys. Well, Google where she can get a job at, for beluga whales. Is that on Indeed.com, Monster.com? All right, here we go. Moving along to Anna here. We're going to get through this in about 17 hours. Anna's a small town girl with big town teeth. She was born and raised in a tiny town in Minnesota. Likes to ice fish, and she likes the Minnesota Timberwolves. I made that up. Oh my gosh. Her parents nicknamed her Hollywood thanks to her affinity for chic scarves and oversized sunglasses. This goes back to what I was saying about parents messing you up. Don't ever nickname your kid Hollywood. Next thing you know, they're a contestant on Bachelor giving hand jobs in a jacuzzi. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't need to know these things. All right. A little slow there. By the way, my dog is so scared today because it's very windy outside, And when it's windy, the windows rattle, and he's petrified to leave my side. He's just laying down next to me. He feels safe when he's next to me, but he's otherwise terrified. I just wanted to let you guys know that as we move along here. Anyway, back to the dairy-free aisle. Yeah. Okay, here's gluten-free eyes. This doesn't even make sense. Anna's terrified of fish and obsessed with cheese. Oh, she's obsessed with cheese. I didn't even know that. She's obsessed with... Of course she is. She's from Minnesota. The northern Midwestern, they love a good cheese. We got Wisconsin in the house. She'll vet that. She calls herself an experience junkie and once convinced a pilot to let her fly the plane over bluffs of Minnesota for 15 minutes. See, women can do that. If I tried to get a pilot to let me fly the plane, he would be like, please sit down and go back to your seat. This is Delta. She's an experience junkie. Well, she's going to love the experience of the fantasy suite when she gets to fly that plane for 15 minutes. Get on the wing. Rocket fuel, that's not a leak in the fuselage. That is a big fuselage indeed. Anna dreams of writing screenplays for Hallmark movies. All right, well, that's my dream, so I see you on that. Moving along, who do we just finish? We're on Hannah? How do I go from Hannah? Let's see, hold on, guys. What is this down here? Oh, we did Amber, so now it's time for the C's. We go to, Breeze. We didn't do Bree. Sorry, this page is a little... All right, Bree's looking cute. Very nice. 24 years old, communications manager from San Francisco. Bree's really something special. She was raised by her mother and grandmother who made countless sacrifices to give her a fighting shot at having a successful life. For this reason, Bree has always outworked everyone around her because she learned early on that everything in life was earned and not promised. Her dream is to live in Kauai. Is that right? Kauai, and to live the island life, eating nothing but sushi, swimming in the ocean, and hiking. Brunching is one of her favorite activities. Bree has 2 tattoos, a wave on her left wrist and another on her right ribcage that reads 13 in Farsi. Why does it say 13? We don't know. So she wants to live in Hawaii. Matt James lives in New York. Methinks we have a problem. Very cute. Not that anyone cares to watch me judge her physically, but she looks very cute. She looks like she's very warm, personable. You know, that's all I'm getting from a good photo there. She looks very comfortable in front of the camera, and hopefully she can get some more tattoos with Matt James by her side. Carolyn, moving along. Here we go. We have a Demi Moore kind of vibe. Am I right or am I wrong? By the way, Lesia said of our last contestant, Brie. Oh, Brie, like the cheese. That's right, Oz. Yeah, we've got a lot of cheese happening in today's episode. A lot of cheese talk here. Cheeseheads. But I hope maybe Matt James will give her head. Brie cheese. Wow, there's not even a joke there. I went straight past a joke. Okay, there goes the monetization. So we have Carolyn. Boy, tell you what's sexy about Carolyn. That tattoo right there. What is that? I wish I could see more. She's got a little sleeve. She's got some little things, some sticks and stones or whatever. Okay, she's a journalist from California, Los Angeles. Though she is a fiercely independent, Carolyn is a serial monogamist who says she has always been the caretaker in her relationships. Now she's looking for a man who will want to take care of her. She's got something you could report on, if you know what I'm talking about. She needs someone who will appreciate her intensely and bring an equal amount of passion in the relationship. The ultimate date for Carolyn is something spontaneous that involves traveling because she says jumping into unfamiliar territory together is a great way to bond and get to know each other on a deeper level. Carolyn's ultimate turnoff is a man who spends all their time together name-dropping or bragging about his money and instead hopes to find someone with a warm heart who is passionate about philanthropy. Well, I think Matt James is very philanthropical now. Carolyn admits that when she feels that spark, she falls hard and fast, and she can't wait to see what happens when she meets Matt for the first night. Carolyn likes post-punk music and definitely identifies as something different than your average top 40 basic girl. By the way, you know what's funny is I look at someone as 30 and I look at them as being old. I'm 35. What's wrong with me? Do you guys do that? Maybe it's because we're so trained to look at these like 22-year-olds from like Hannah Brown's season. All right. Lesia said, OMG, my dream is to have a contestant who is really like a journalist or podcaster or something go in undercover and make it pretty far, but actually doesn't care about winning. That's a great idea. I feel like isn't that from the show, that reality show? What's it called? Oh my gosh, somebody help me out. There's a show. It was on like Lifetime, but now I believe it's on Hulu. And it's about the Bachelorette, but it's like a fictionalized version. And there was someone who went on as a contestant, but they were really there undercover. I digress. What's it called? Anyway, it's a good show. Or at least it used to be. I haven't watched it in a while. OMG. Okay, so we got that. Let's move along. So she in 5 years, she hopes to have published her first novel. Well, there you go. All right. Moving along, folks. Did we do Cassandra? We didn't do Cassandra yet. Cassandra, 25, social worker, Newport Beach, California. She's got dimples. We love a girl with dimples. She does have California hair. Doesn't she have? She has that West Coast California hair. Like she needs kind of like a flower petal to be right there. You know what I mean? Bachelorette biography. Cassandra always told herself she would finish college and then settle down. Now that she has her master's degree in social work, it's time to find love. Cassandra says coming on The Bachelor is the biggest risk she's ever taken for love. But she believes she and Matt have a lot in common. As a partner, she's loyal, compassionate, and caring. She's ready to find a man who has a genuine connection with, and while she's a city girl at heart, she says she's truly at her best stargazing and eating s'mores in her sweatpants with no makeup on. Every girl says that. I just like to hang out with no makeup on. The next thing you know, after the fantasy suite the next morning, they're like struggling to put eyeliner on before they wake up. I'm on to you, ladies. She's confident, laid back, and says that guys like the fact that they can take her anywhere and don't have to worry about entertaining her. She has found it hard to find the one, but she says Matt is definitely her type, and she's willing to take a chance if it means finding forever love. She's a good age. She's 25. She's got a post-graduate degree. Is Tasha calling me again? Oh, no, I'm getting a phone call. Sorry about that. She hates it when people eat food off her plate. Sunflowers make Cassandra very happy. Oh, that's so funny. They say sunflowers make her happy when I was just saying she looks like she needs a sunflower in her hair. Jen said, I still think all the people I watch on TV sitcoms are older than me, but they are not. Haven't been for a while. I know, it's crazy, right? I'm going to be, geez, you know, and like the older you think you are, the quicker the time goes, right? Jessica Lee said, no one's jumping out at me yet. Well, it's hard to please a Jersey girl. Let's see if we can get some Jersey contestants. Get Jessica some equal representation. We got Chelsea. No, we did Carolyn. Let's get Chelsea. Chelsea's 28 years old. She's got hoop earrings that you could fly a plane through. I'll fly my drone through those earrings. Absolutely. Love a good hoop. Hoop with leather? Absolutely. Runway model from Brooklyn, New York. Yo, Brooklyn in the house. After graduating college and getting a full-time job in corporate America, Chelsea did one of the most outrageous things she's ever done in her life. She quit her job, strutted her way into the world of modeling, and never looked back. But in modeling, you're supposed to look back. You're supposed to walk, pause, look back, wink, do a circle, and then walk back. Come on. We all took runway classes, right? Wow. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Find that video. After 5 years of being together, she felt she had she was in a relationship and ended a year and a half ago. Now that she has spent some time playing the field, she says she has a clearer idea of what she wants out of a relationship. Chelsea loves a man who will go the extra mile to show how they really feel, and I feel like these bios just don't tell us anything. So maybe I'll cut straight to these little fun facts. Chelsea's currently learning Spanish online. Muy bien. Let's get Jose. What's his name? What's the guy who serves the beer? I thought it was Jose. What the hell's his name? Somebody help me out. Now I feel wrong that I don't know his name. Wow. Chelsea's favorite meal is snacks, especially if popcorn and hot Cheetos are on the menu. One day Chelsea wants to swim with stingrays. Well, just be careful. That doesn't always work well for people, but good luck. I mean, that's also swimming with stingrays. You know, like of all the things they tell the producers, why do they feel the need to do that? You know, Jorge, thank you, Oz. Appreciate it. Sheriff Oz coming in big. What did I call him? Boy, I really messed that one up. Do you remember when someone a couple of weeks ago, someone said I was racist for calling Jorge by his first name? You just can't. You just can't anymore. You know what I mean? Oh, I wish I could just snip all these things and put them together because people, they blow my mind. All right, we're moving along to Corinne. That's a weird spelling of Corinne. Corinne is Cher's daughter. No, she's not, but she's got Cher hair. Corinne is 22. This is the thing with women. When I was 22, I looked like 14. She's 22 and looks like a woman. You know what I mean? Moving along. Marketing manager from Connecticut. We're getting close to you there, Jessica Lee. We're in Connecticut. That's where Rich, New Jersey goes to live. Right? Is that right? I don't know. Happy with her life in Connecticut. Corinne is ready to find someone that would be a great addition to her already wonderful world. Corinne comes from a big, loving family and does marketing for the family business. Oh, a high-end Italian restaurant. Oh, this has mob written all for it. Yeah, she does marketing for the family business. Forget about it. They pay her $400,000 a year to money launder through her marketing. She's 22 years old and she does marketing for an Italian business. Let's call a spade a spade. She runs their Instagram account. Come on. She takes a few photos of some linguine, calls it a day. Right, Nikki? I know Nikki's not in the chat right now, but Nikki's our Italian restaurant liaison from San Diego. So give it up for Tiramisu. Let me read the chats. OMG, now I cannot not see share. Yeah, she got that share. Dave, do you happen to know how much these women spend on prepping for this show? I've read it's in the thousands. Yeah, well, I mean, you got to buy clothes. You got to get fake eyelashes. I mean, it's a lot. And look, I'm not here to shame anyone who uses Botox or anything like that. I was surprised when Ed said he used Botox. I know a lot, Brotox as we call it. I guess I know a good amount of guys that get Botox. For me, it's like, look, I got crow's feet. I'm just as a stand-up comedian living my authentic self. I don't think it would be authentic for me to make myself look a way that I'm not. But I don't hate people that do it. I wouldn't ever write myself off from getting it, but I am afraid to look like Dennis Quaid. He's just, everything's, you know what I mean? It's hard. I don't like watching movies but in the conversation, and this might just be me like living in Los Angeles, but I don't like watching movies and be like, hey, Tasha, what do you think she's had done? Because you just know injector, filler. No, I'm not saying this girl right here. I'm just saying, in general, people are so... we live in a world where it makes you wonder. Again, I'm not shaming. It's just fascinating because, like, the necktie, that's like a relic of the past. When you had to, we wear certain things that are relics of the past. Wigs, men used to wear wigs because everyone had syphilis and their hair was falling out or whatever the hell it was, right? So there's all these weird, they call it the powder or whatever. You have to put powder on it to keep it from leaking or whatever the hell. I don't know. I'm not a history buff. I do free live streams for you guys. Point is how will the future look upon us for putting injectables into our face? Maybe it's harmless, but maybe it's not. I mean, I think for the most part it's harmless. Anyway, we're moving on. Lesia said, I think Chris Harrison says something along the lines of she checks Yelp reviews for the restaurant. Hey, that's a job, just checking all Yelp reviews. Priscilla said, I think they also get help with renting certain outfits to cut the cost. And I think the only dress they do not pay for is the final rose dresses. Yeah, I mean, they should totally have, because they're putting their life on hold. They should totally have stylists and everything helping them out. Because isn't it always funny when they get voted off? They always have this like dainty little suitcase they wheel out. And it's like, you came with more than that. I know how women pack. You kidding me? I plead with Tasha. I beg her when we go on trips. Please, Tasha, please, don't pack more than 5 pairs of shoes. Please. And then you know what happens? I'll end up taking stuff out of my suitcase so she can hemorrhage all of the stuff from her suitcase and pack it in with mine. I mean, I'm not saying it's always this way, but I don't know if this is a gender thing. I am the easiest person in the world to travel with. You give me a jacket. You give me a couple pairs of socks, 1 pair of underwear. We'll see what happens. We'll go to the jacuzzi. No, I'm kidding. We'll see. It's so funny though. Women they pack underwear like they're going on a summer trip, like they're gonna be all right. Let's just move along. I digress. We got to get to this. Weekend Lanny still has her quinceañera dress. I would just take that. Leah said once you get an aesthetic eye, you notice the procedures. But I do think all these women are beautiful. Too many injections can cause pillow face. Yeah, like too many injections, you can't tell what someone had done, but it's all there, and you like lose the aura of who that person is. Plus, I know people that have been on botched, and again, you're not going to get on botched from just doing injections. We're moving on. Anyway, I digressed very far there, and I apologize so deeply. Imani, is it Imani? Imani? Imani's here. 25 realtor from Albuquerque. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm in the wrong one. You can't see that. Sorry. Imani, 25 realtor. Imani is the first to admit that she isn't an outwardly lovey-dovey kind of person, but that doesn't mean that her desire for love doesn't run deep. She describes herself as goofy, selfless, and sensitive. And while she hasn't had much luck finding love thus far, she's here, hoping that meeting Matt can change that. She's looking for someone caring, driven, and to be her best friend. Wah, wah, wah. Imani enjoys throwing solo dance parties in her bedroom. When asked if she could be anyone else for a date, Imani says that she would be herself because she is pretty cool. Imani's favorite music is 90s R&B. All right, I don't get much out of that. Again, she's got the old, she's got to wear the Christ cross because Matt James likes Christ, so we got to make sure we're filled with the Holy Spirit, if you will. Again, I'm not bashing the religion, but no buts there. I'm not bashing it at all. Of course not. Why would I? Corinne. Is this the next one? Ileana. We're getting through there. We're in the eyes. I like Ileana. I'm getting well, do I? Nice hair. You got to have good hair. 25 health food developer. She develops health food. Ilana is a perfect mix of beauty and brains. She's an entrepreneur who recently co-developed her own nutritional snack called Funky Monkey Energy. Wow, the PR person inside of me is like, this is genius marketing that she was able to get Funky Monkey Energy in her bio. She's had big dreams of making a name for herself in the health food world after ending her last relationship of 4.5 years and living her best life in Manhattan. Women love to say that. I'm just living my best life. It's like you cried eating your chunky monkey funky energy bars by yourself. You're not living your best life. All right, maybe she is. Ileana says she's ready to settle down and find her missing puzzle piece. She's done the work to know exactly what she wants out of her partner and says that first and foremost, she needs someone whose values align with her. Ileana is the type of woman who would rather cuddle up on the couch with a glass of wine and spend quality time together pondering life's unsolvable mysteries than hit the town and go bar hopping. Ileana has an orange, what does that even say? I can't even read this far. Tabby cat named Sir Theo who goes to the bathroom in the toilet and wears a bow tie. He's very sophisticated. All right. Growing up, Ileana was on a synchronized ice skating team. Ileana has a major weakness for snacking. All right. She's got a weakness for snacking and she's a health food developer. I'm getting mixed vibes from her. Priscilla's heading out. Nice to catch the first part of the live. Hey, see you next time. Thanks so much for hanging out. Sabine says they look a lot better in the previews. These not good photos? Yeah, who knows? Let's power through this. Thanks for hanging in there, folks. I don't know. Is this interesting? We'll see. We got Imani. We did Jasenia. Jasenia. What a beautiful name that is. Jasenia. Very beautiful photo, too. Very charismatic looking. She looks very down to earth. Matt James might want to get her down to earth. On the ground, folks. Jasenia, 27, social media marketer from San Antonio, Texas. Let's cut right to these little fun facts here. Jasenia loves escape rooms. Oh, I'd love to escape out of her room in the middle of the night. If Jasenia could live in any other decade, it would definitely be the 80s because of the music and super funky fashion. I like the 80s. I agree with that. Jasenia hopes to live in France for at least a year. Oh, bonne chance, mademoiselle. She is very beautiful. Influencer, yes, beautiful. They should put people's political affiliation. Oh, that would be great. Deal breakers. Yeah. Annie says, if I had a Bachelor bio, what would it be? That's a great question, Annie. I don't know. I don't know what mine would be. But I for sure, I'll tell you this. I don't think I would get a great edit if I were on the show. I don't think I would be the type of guy that causes too much drama, and I don't think I would be that funny. I think I would just be hanging out. Sometimes I get overwhelmed with a lot of people. I don't know, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know who I would be like, but if I were I think if I were the Bachelor in another world, I think I would have a very hard time knowing who to pick. I've never... Normally, when I like somebody, they like me back, and it's like, boom, we're good to go. If I was like pursuing multiple women and they liked me, oh my gosh, and then I'd have to dump them, I don't think I've ever broken up with somebody. Is that a red flag for me that I haven't broken up with somebody? Probably. Leslie said they should put people's political... Oh, we got that part. Leah said, yeah, she seems nice. Scary thing is she missed the 80s. Oh my gosh, she did. She missed the 80s. That's like me saying I wish I could, party in the 60s. Jessica Lee loves Ileana and MJ so far. I don't know who I love so far, but this girl's cute. I mean, she's fun. I don't know who I like so far. I don't like Anna. Actually, let's look. So far, Abigail, Alana. I mean, Alana might be a babe. I don't think it's a great photo. She might be a babe. It's hard to tell. Amber, I'm not. No offense, but like I'm not saying I wouldn't want someone who has a kid, but I think it's such a different lifestyle. Like if you're like Matt James, I don't know too much about him, but if he's out there being young, jet setting, hopping around, you're gonna have a hard time adopting a child. I mean, that's a big thing when you're going with like, do you want to mold a new family with someone or take on someone's family? I know that sounds selfish to say, but I think we can all agree it's for sure at least a real in-depth decision you have to make. All right, we've got Kaylee or Callie. I think it's Kaylee. She's 26, a hostess in Chicago. There she is, Kaylee, 26, Chicago. She doesn't like to take herself too seriously. Kaylee has dyed her hair every color in the book. At her high school graduation, Kaylee tripped on the stage as she went to get her diploma. One day, Kaylee dreams of competing on an ultra marathon. Well, we'll see how Matt James does. Maybe the fantasy suite. You guys can get Peter Weber in the house. I think he'll help you. All right. She says she's never dated anyone that her family has truly been excited about, and she's hoping to change that when Matt comes into the picture. I don't know. It's hard. Like again, it's a tough one because she's by no means basic, but her bio doesn't leap things out at me. When she's in love, she says that there's no one you would rather have in your corner because her loyalty is unwavering. Well, that's good to know. You like a good unwavering loyalty. All right, moving it along. We're getting through it, folks. I think we're on to Katie. Love a good Katie. And I'm getting Becca vibes. Am I wrong? I'm getting Becca vibes. Nice eyebrow game. Real cute up. Does she get her eyebrows threaded? Those are very good eyebrows. Let's go over here. Bank marketing manager from Washington. I don't know where Renton is. Katie knows exactly what she wants in a man, and she's done wasting her time on boys who won't live up to her expectations. She's a witty storyteller who says when she finds someone worth committing to, she's the most loving and committed partner anyone could ask for. She's daring and adventurous. Katie's idea of a fun date is going skinny dipping. She'd love to host her own talk show one day. Katie once planned a dog flash mob that got a huge turnout. All right. She looks pretty good. Pretty good contestant there. Lesia said, okay, so I think Kaylee and Anna know each other or have crossed paths in Chicago, but you should check out Kaylee's IG because girl has a body. Kaylee has a body. What's her Instagram? How do I spell her name? I'm only doing this because someone asked me to. Kaylee, Kaili. Let's do this. Bachelor Instagram, Kaili. Let's see what we have here. Let's see if we can find. Is this her? Is this what we're talking about? Kaylee Anderson. Let's see if this is her. My internet gets really slow when I'm doing live streaming. That's not her at all. Oh, boy. The Bachelor, Meet the Women. I want to know The Bachelor. What? So 2020. Matt James. Let's type in Matt James there. Let me know if you know her Instagram. How the heck does a dog flash mob work? I don't know. Maybe that was her. Oh geez, hold on folks. We're going to get there. What are these old website chat boards? I don't want to go to any spoilers. All right, we'll get to it later. Let me know if you find out what her Instagram is. I'll check it out. Boy. Moving along. All right, we did her. Was it Kayla? Is it just Kayla? Boy, there's about 55 ways you could pronounce Kayla. 28, healthcare advocate from Durham, North Carolina. Not many East Coasters. We got a North Carolina right here. By the way, there's a new show on Netflix about the Atlanta City bombing in 1996. It is so good, and it takes place in Atlanta in North Carolina. Just thought of it. If you guys haven't seen it, it just came out this week. It is such a good show. And if you're looking for a movie, and you're ready to laugh and like get jazz hands, it's all about The Prom on Netflix. Meryl Streep, Nicole Kidman, James Corden. Man, this is a good movie. That's it for me. That's the promo. You got to watch that movie. All right, we're moving along. All right, here we go. We didn't do Kayla. So Kayla lives for a good tailgate. Love a good tailgate. Kayla idolizes Rihanna. Kayla only likes camping if she's glamping. I'm the same way. I love tailgating. And I love glamping. She's got some good hula hoop energy happening right there. Yeah. Yeah, Kayla's looking pretty good. She looks like a catch. While she loves that her work means a lot to the people of Durham, it means so much more to her because life is all about giving back. Kayla has been overly committed to her job, but she doesn't look at that negatively. However, she's now able to focus on herself and put herself first. Kayla says she's a hopeless romantic, that she's looking for a man to truly sweep her off her feet. All right, that's her. That's Kayla. I like her. Good stuff there. North Carolina? I don't know too much about North Carolina. It's where they grow a lot of tobacco, isn't it? We did Katie. We didn't do Kimberly, did we? Yes, The Bachelor is on tonight at 8. So I'm on the West Coast though, so I'm just gonna keep on doing this. If you're gonna go watch The Bachelor, go check that out and then catch up with us later. Yeah, The Bachelor is on at 8 o'clock tonight. I'm going to be doing a recap tonight and tomorrow night. I mean, I'm going to be exhausted, but hey, we're here having fun. Hey, by the way, shout out to Curtis Lukes for subscribing. Thank you so much. If you haven't yet, before you get out of here, make sure you guys subscribe. Should I finish the rest of this tomorrow? We only got to Kimberly. Maybe I should call it at Kimberly. Yeah, why don't I do that? We'll get out of here in the next 2 minutes, so that way we can call it at Kimberly. I think I only have Oz as a voicemail, so let me do Oz's voicemail and then we'll get out of here. Sorry, Oz, I'm sure your voicemail had nothing pertaining to this topic at hand, but let's play your voicemail. We'll get you guys out of here, and you know what we'll do is we'll do the rest on the next live stream because this is hard to get through. I think we're only halfway through, right? All right, let's check out this voicemail here. Hang on now, folks. Here it is. I think this is Oz.
So why aren't you listening to your heart people on the show like Ryan Neal and Katy Perry's boyfriend Trevor from American Idol? It's just they're so talented and it doesn't make any sense, you know. Anyway, it's like Christmas morning with basically 4 episodes in 2 weeks. So we'll have to see what happens. It's the men tell all. So we'll have to see if there's any drama between Noah, Ed, and Bennett and all those guys. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and looking forward to a great end to the season. And then it's a quick turnaround for Matt James. So that should be fun as well. Okay, bye everyone. Okay,
thank you, Oz. You're right. It is a quick turnaround. We're gonna have. Speaking of quick turnarounds, we're gonna get out of here. But you're absolutely right. Look, I guess I didn't pace myself well, and we only got to Kimberly, so we've got plenty more to get through. I'll just do a part 2. So this is the Women of the Bachelor part 1. I don't want to keep anyone from watching the show, and I got a lot of things to edit because I got Vlogmas to edit, which is coming out in the morning. So I've got to shoot the recap tonight, then edit my Vlogmas and do the same thing tomorrow. So we got a lot going on. Hit the subscribe button, leave a comment, and the next live stream will be Thursday at 4 p.m. And me thinks that the next live stream will finish. You know what? I could be wrong. Maybe we'll do a surprise live stream on Wednesday to finish these contestants. I'm not really sure. We'll just have to see how it plays out. But if you guys hit the subscribe button and hit the like button, maybe that'll make us get on it a little bit quicker. We'll see. But I want to get you guys out of here. So everyone can go enjoy the episode. And we will see you next time. Bye, everybody. Yes, Jen. Very busy week. All good, though. You take care, Jen. Still waiting on that package. It looks like it's lost. See ya, Sabine. Yeah, Oz, I might do it on Wednesday. I'll let you know. Hit the alert button. I'll let you guys know. All right, I'm out of here. I got to go edit. Peace. Oh, Izzy, thank you so much. Big $10 donation from Izzy. Thank you. Yes, Leah, thank you for the Vlogmas shout out. Bye, Lisa. Yeah, Oz, I'm just gonna start editing for my video tomorrow so I can get it all done. Good night, Leah. Grateful for you, Leah. Grateful for you. And cake. Of course, Miss Lola Liz. No, the comments are great. When there aren't any comments, I'm wondering if people are listening, and then I'm rambling, and then I look, and we got a whole bunch of people in the chat, so all's good. I might even be tempted to do a live stream tomorrow, just to bang it out. I'll let you guys know. Tuesday or Wednesday.
I'm writing Christmas postcards out by the pool. It's 70 degrees in the shade and the breeze is cool. Yeah. Even though we don't get snow, I still think it's the place to go. Where the weather outside doesn't get frightful, it just stays warm and delightful. That's Christmas time in LA. In LA. Don't you know I'm loving it? Christmas time in LA. Can't you see they're pumping out snowflakes down at the Grove? If that's your thing, it's Christmas time in LA.
Bye, Jenny.
If you go cruising downtown, it's a curtain of lights, and the tree at the Staples Center is the prettiest sight. Now, who said Christmas must be white? I don't think Bing Crosby got that right. The weather outside doesn't get frightful, it just stays warm and delightful. It's Christmas time in LA. In LA. Don't you know I'm loving it? Christmas time in LA. Ooh, the pumping out snowflakes down at the Grove. If that's your thing, it's Christmas time in LA.
Thanks again for the voicemail, Oz. Always appreciate it. gonna go make some frozen pizza, get to editing. I'm gonna recap tonight's episode, but I have a feeling like it's gonna be a waste of time. I have a feeling there's gonna be a lot of fluff happening. We will see.